A common mistake I see on either John Deere tractor is if it needs to be jump started or the battery charger hooked up to it, it's not hooked up right. So we have two batteries that are 6-volt. This is on the step side. There's one on the opposite side, and they are wired in series to make your 12 volts. Now what I've seen is people will hook make one connection there and one connection there. That's not going to be 12 volts. I don't know what that's going to be, because you're halfway through the series between the battery, because this wire goes to the battery that's on the other side, the hot post on that, and then that battery grounds it. This goes to the hot for the starter. So really, you don't even need to open this cover and expose the battery, because this wire right here is your hot, goes to the hot. That's where you do have 12 volts. You can clamp right onto this nut with either your jumper cables or your battery charger or whatever. That's why I actually put that extra nut there. It's stainless, so you're always going to have a good connection. You're not going to burn up the threads in there. So that's where you put your hot. Where do you put your ground? Everything's painted or rusty. Well, as luck would have it, I put a nice shiny stainless steel nut right here. That's always going to be shiny. So hook your ground to that, your hot to that, and you're good to go. The other tractor is slightly different. Instead of a nut here, I believe you see the exhaust manifold actually is down here. There's a stainless bolt on that's your ground. These tractors are very hard to jump start. They take a lot of juice. Ideally, if the battery's dead, your best bet is first find out why it's dead. A lot of times the key's left on, which drains it overnight. If at all possible, hook a charger up to it. The little waterproof charger is great if you can let it sit overnight. It's much better to charge up the battery slowly. The big charger that looks like a welder on wheels, you can hook that up. It's got an engine start feature, but if these batteries are dead, you really need to get some juice back in these batteries first. And the best case scenario is letting it sit on a charger for a while to slowly put juice back in. If you really have to start it and you need to jump start it, your best bet is the other John Deere tractor, because that's got the biggest batteries we've got. And then, hook them both up. There's your hot on either tractor, and there's your ground. Don't go messing around in here at all. And then probably what you're going to have to do is leave them hooked up together for a little while. The tractor that's running, rev it up, let it fast idle about 1500 RPM or so. You may still have to let it sit there and share juice for a little bit. But that's your best chance for jump starting if you have to. If at all possible, just let the batteries charge up with the trickle charger.